do you guys need to know right now? What do you guys need to know right now? Whoever runs across this video, what do you need to know right now? Alright, so somebody around you, they may have like small talk. It's somebody who don't really got nothing to talk about, okay? Like everything they could talk about could be nonsense, shit that you don't want to hear about, talk about, shit that is not helping you in any type of way. Somebody here just doesn't think big. They don't have like a their mindset isn't expanded. They could talk about like really stupid things. Okay, they could have conversations about stupid things. They could have an immature type of conversation, but you get it. Somebody here just is small talk. I'm also getting like if somebody hits you up or if there's like an event or something, don't go, because if you don't like small talk, I feel like these people at this event or wherever you go, it's just going to be small talk. These people are not going to be having nothing to talk about. They may gossip, they may talk about other people and their problems, their issues. They could even talk about like what they're going through, how, you know, they just think they're the only one going through something. They're gonna have like a sob story or wanting some type of sympathy. It's just that if you go somewhere, you know, to kick it with somebody, you know, go out to have drinks, or somebody calls you to want to talk, I just feel like you would be dumbing yourself down by talking to this person, hanging with this person, because this person just has small talk. They don't have nothing. They could even not have nothing big going on in their life. They just small talk. Don't really have nothing to talk about. Nothing that would interest you or that you would be interested in hearing, or nothing that would confirmation with the train. Just nothing that's gonna serve you in any type of way, like whatever they're talking about, and you would just be wasting your time, keep on talking to this person. It's like they not helping you. You know, their conversation isn't helping you or interest you in any type of way. What need is there to conversate? Okay, also just feel like you have people hitting you up or just gonna hit you up soon, and they don't have nothing but small talk. So it's like, don't even entertain these people. An air sign could be significant, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could actually be who has a small mind, small way of thinking, okay, small ideas, small talk. They ain't about nothing, okay? This is even giving, like, this is somebody who's not even about what they be talking about. Somebody has like a crab in a barrel mentality, okay? They don't open their horizons. They could be stuck in the same mindset, same way of thinking. They could not even expand their mind, is just what I'm getting. So of course somebody like that is going to have small talk, small ideas. This could be a type of person that literally just talks about other people, or they talk about sex all day, or they talk about themselves, even like as if like that's even a conversation. Like nobody wants to hear you talking about yourself all day, okay? If you clearly talking about yourself all day, somewhere you have some type of insecurity and you need to be heard, you need to feel seen. And if that is the case, let's start channeling that energy elsewhere, okay? Find other outlets. You know, if you really are having this feeling, this urge, this need to be seen, to feel like you are somebody, because that's not how you're going to get it. People don't want to sit around talking to somebody who talks about themselves all day. I mean, that's just so beyond me, especially if you are somebody with big ideas, big conversation. You actually have conversation. You know what to talk about, okay? You know how to keep others engaged, okay? You know how to converse, okay? And somebody here, you could be this air sign. So, yeah, that's just some tough love right there. Like, you gotta think better, think bigger. Some of you guys, it's your thought process and your actual conversation. It just gives small-minded, okay? Yeah, I also feel like if you are conversating or linking up with the air sign soon, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, someone could also have air in their big three. It says less is more. You need to not give this person your energy. Like, do not sit around talking to this person or hanging around this person until maybe they could change their conversation. But we're not even going to wait until don't associate yourself with this type of people or person, because they're not going to have nothing to talk about, okay? And I just feel like the less you give this person your energy, the less they can even talk to you anyway. The less they can even engage. And it's also just giving like you pulling back your energy, limiting access. That's how you keep yourself from around people like that. It's in specifically this air sign. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, it's like it's also just giving less is more with this person. This could be somebody who's kind of ungrateful. They're never satisfied, and it's just giving something about this air sign. You need to limit how much access you let this that you let this person have to you, okay? Because something about maybe even the more you give to this person, talk to this person, it's like they take advantage, okay? Or they can even they can even use you to like soak up all their problems. They could drop all their burdens off of you. Like I said, something about like somebody expressing what they're going through or what they've been through, telling you a lot of sob story and things like that. And it's just like they have no way to do that if you don't even give them that signal that they can. Like, don't even give them the thought to be comfortable, with dumping their problems out on you, or having small talk, or being able to come around and have small talk. Okay, whatever the case is, just don't even give access or limit access, so that way this air sign can't even continue to do what they're doing, okay? But I'm also just getting, this could be somebody who's never satisfied. I also feel like with less is more. The more you pull back from this person, that's the more you will maybe get out of this person. Like, maybe you'll get a good side of this person when you pull back. Because this type of person, the less you give them, that's the more you're going to get from them. The more you give them, the more they're going to pull back and not give you what they're looking for. And this person could even like games like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes that does keep the relationship going. But I'm getting that this type of person, like, you can't chase this person. You can't be all trying to fix this person or get them to act a certain way. The best way to carry this type of person is to give them less of you, less of your attention, energy, okay? Less of your time, okay? Money, resources, even. Take it how it resonates, but it's something about less is more with this air sign, okay? And for me to like go into it like that, this could definitely be a love situation. Maybe you're dealing with an air sign, okay? Again, you could be the air sign here, and this is your message, and that's definitely referring to you, and that's something you will have to need to work on, okay, for sure. Because you could be you could even be playing it small, air sign, right? You the one that got you having these small talk and have small ideas. You don't think big, but really you do have big energy, and you're sitting here having small talk and small ideas, okay? And people with big energy just don't have small talk. They don't have small ideas. Everything is big, okay? So yeah, what else you guys need to know right now? Some of y'all need to cut back on certain things right now, okay? Especially if you be having trouble with, balance there, like, with things you like to indulge in, and you kind of get, y'all know this been in the air, okay? You could just get obsessive and start indulging in things. It may be time to pull back again, okay? You could be about to start, indulging, overdoing something here. And again, less is more, okay? You get more out of something or out of a situation, even when it comes to you, when you just do less or cut back some, okay? What's going on? Yeah, something about really just limiting access to an air sign, because it's like you're not going to get anywhere with this person. This person could still have like a young mind, okay? Like no matter like what their age is, they could be very young-minded, or they could just really like, this is even giving like somebody who just ain't never been nowhere, ain't never seen shit. So of course everything is like, of course they think so small, and everything is like even, I'm even getting like a lack mentality with this air sign. Everything is like, um, not, yeah, I'm even getting someone who isn't optimistic. They're more pessimistic. It's just something about this person can't think to expand because they're so, because I'm saying they could have grew up like that. This somebody could just not been used to shit, and everything is always like lack with this person. The way they talk, it just gives like they are used to lack, or they don't feel good enough or something like that. Yeah, let me know if this is resonating for you in the comments. What's going on? This could be somebody who's older than you, okay, with old head here. Okay, this person could also, yeah, this person could actually be old, like I said, because didn't I say something about age? And it's so funny because old just come on. I'm just saying how I said age. Like, you cannot make it up. But it's like somebody, because I said no matter how, no, it's no age on no matter how old this person. So this person could definitely be older up there in age, okay? But they act like, a kid, or they have small talk. And I'm saying this could be somebody who's older than you, an old head, okay? Maybe somebody could even have gray hair, but somebody's old head, or they're older than you. But it's like, this is somebody that just, they could be at an age too where they should have more wise on them, and something just isn't wise about this person, or their way of thinking just isn't, I feel like it's just not at least on your level or your way of thinking. And it's like you don't realize that you dumb yourself down when you hang around this person or when you talk to this person. Okay. um this could also be somebody who's not really living, okay, with alive here. This person could just be living, okay, but they're not really living. This person is just alive, but they don't really, um they're not really enjoying their life, enjoying their time here on earth. That's deep, and that's what I'm getting. Something about this air sign as well, in terms of like how they live. This person could just be living, but they don't really feel alive. They're not enjoying life. And this could be why they have like this small mindset, this small ideas and small talk way of being and thinking. And I'm even getting like lack with this. Somebody feels like they are not good enough, or they could have like a impoverished mindset. Okay, because I'm just getting lack with this person. And most people who feel lack, or they don't feel good enough, they obviously don't feel like they're living or enjoying their time here. Of course, it's just like it's all just giving lack though, right? And I'm just saying somebody's in a lack mindset. They have a lack mindset, lack mentality. This is who they are. And on top of that, somebody's not even living. They're not enjoying their time on earth. And I'm just getting, this could even be why they have small talk. Like I said, somebody could dump a lot of their problems, their burdens onto you, talk a lot about that stuff. And it's just kind of like, this is also signs that this person is not really living. They're maybe in the past, or they may be living somewhere that isn't even making them feel alive, in their mind somewhere. They're living somewhere that doesn't make them feel alive, or they could even be doing things in their day-to-day life that doesn't make them feel alive. And it's just like, this is explains, okay? Somebody here could drive an Infinity, okay? This could also be somebody you have been in a relationship for a while with, okay? Yeah, this could actually be somebody you were in a relationship with for a while. This could be somebody you're even married to. This could be somebody, yeah, because with Infinity here, you just get forever. This is somebody who could want forever with you. They could have told you this, but I'm also getting like, this could be somebody you kind of have been with for a minute, okay? But somebody could also drive that car, an Infinity, the car, the truck, or somebody could also have like a luxury vehicle, okay? A luxury car. Yeah, I'm also getting this person is a catalyst. This is somebody, this air sign is somebody that is just here to like teach you something. Could even be to teach you how you don't want to be nowhere near like that. Like, you don't want to have a small mind, or small thinking, or small talk. You want everything big, okay? or you just not, or you just don't talk, like you don't have nothing to talk about, or you don't just talk about anything, or you don't not have conversation. And I'm just getting like, you you could be learning from this person. That could be what they're here to teach you. Or I'm getting like, you're here to teach this air sign, how to be think bigger and be bigger, because they are small minded. Okay, this air sign is small minded. Look it up if you need to, but small minded people just don't have. It's like these are small minded people, are like people you shouldn't even be talking to too, because it's like, again, it's almost like you're dumbing yourself down by talking to small minded people. They're always gonna have small talk. And elaborate, you want me to elaborate more? Okay, small talk, which is like talking about bullshit, nonsense, stuff that don't matter, stuff that is not gonna help them grow as a person. That's, again, not gonna have other people interested in their conversation and what they got to say. They could talk about shit that just don't matter. That's what is small talking, like being small minded. Okay, it's not really like somebody who is thinking about their future, or um, leveling up in that way. But I really feel like this air sign here is a catalyst, okay, in your life. They're here to like teach you something, help you grow in some type of way. Or this is you having to teach them. You're helping them grow in some type of way. Yeah, you can even be helping this person come up, become more alive, feel more alive. I really do think you have some type of contract with this air sign. You could be like meant to like help them in some type of way, help them grow, because they're obviously not growing. Okay, they're obviously in a state where their mind hasn't grown past maybe a certain level or a certain age, right? Even no matter how old they could be, with head, okay? With old head here. And it's like, you are going to be the one to teach them, to help them be better, have a better mindset, okay? This could even be somebody though that you don't trust, okay? You don't really trust this person, or they don't trust people. Like I said, they could give off this energy of like always talking about who betrayed them, and how they don't fuck with people, and they feel like somebody's always doing something to them. They could even have like a paranoia with them, or they simply are the type to want to play victim. I really feel like there's a lesson, there's a teacher here within this air sign that that you're aware of, that you could be in a relationship with, that could be a friend of yours, okay? But I do feel like this is somebody you can't trust. This person could also have addictions, okay? They're struggling with addictions, and like I said, this person doesn't feel alive right now, which lets me know too, they could be in a depressive state. They don't feel alive. They're not really living, okay? They're just here. And it's like, that could also lead to them, having addictions, being addicted to something, trying to numb the pain, or what they're going through, okay? Yeah. Yeah, this person could act very entitled. Yeah, I even like, I really do feel like it's something about when you talk to this person. It's like this person could feel entitled to your energy. It's like they could think that, yeah, because what less is more, small ideas, small talk. It's like this person thinks that you owe them your time to hear their stories, or their sob stories, or hear the bullshit or the nonsense they talk about. The shit that doesn't make sense, that's not helping you grow, or you both grow in some type of way, or it's not interesting you in some type of way. It's something about them feeling like they're entitled though to your time and energy. This is somebody like that will call you and expect you to like uh talk to, expect you to be on the phone with them all day while they trauma dump all their problems onto you. Or again, if you're linking up with this person, you're just around this person, this type of person that expects you to listen to them and hear them out about the bullshit, okay? But I'm just getting shit, this is bullshit, because it's shit that you don't really care about, or that just doesn't even make sense, or it's just stupidity, or it's dumb, or it's like, it's just not even like, and you can even be this old here. It's just like, at your big grown age, it's just shit that you wouldn't even be talking about, let alone with another grown person. And it's like, this person though feels entitled to your energy. And I'm getting more so in a way where it's like, when it's time to talk, or when it's time to, you know uh, even, yeah, with ideas. This can even be like a person who expects you to help them with their life and their goals and their dreams and shit. Like, it's like somebody expects you though to, like, they feel entitled to your energy. They feel entitled for it to be you that they the trauma dump on, or that they always ask for help, or that they always kind of depend on or something, or even get them out of some addictive state or their addictions that they're suffering with, or they expect you to make them happy. They even are dependent. They depend on you to make them feel alive and make them feel happy, when they could be this old head, or you are, but they could be this old head when they're this old head who is grown enough to be knowing that nobody can really make them happy but themselves. So that's what I'm saying. This person could really, like, have a child mindset. Okay, they haven't grown. I don't care how old this person is. They have not grown up. Because what grown person, especially if you in older ages, what grown person is still depending on other people to make them happy? It's time to grow up. It's time to figure out what makes you happy yourself. Or what grown person, expects to trauma dump, like, their child onto you, and wants you to be saving them or some shit. I even feel like this air sign could have a catalyst in their life. They have somebody in their life that could be showing them something. Like, this could be even you. Like I said, it's even a catalyst though around them that could be in their life, maybe even giving them hell, but it's to help them grow. Yeah, it's like somebody could be around them giving them hell, but they don't even know, like, it's a lesson there. It's like somebody needs to wake this person up. Yeah, with a lie here, somebody needs to wake this person up, and that's why the catalyst has been sent in their life. Somebody's in their life right now to be a catalyst to help this person grow, because this person is not growing, bro. With small ideas, small talk, this person has a childlike mindset. Okay, it just is what it is. This person could also owe a lot of money, or, like I said, they feel entitled to your money. They feel like you owe them or something, and it may not even be financially. This person could owe, like, karmic debt. Like, they owe debt, they owe some karma, they owe up on the energy that they've been putting out. It's time for them to be getting that energy back. They owe up, okay, in terms of, like, karma. They feel like you owe them, like I said, your time, your energy, your money, your resources even, okay? Yeah, some of you guys, somebody you're married to, you're in a relationship with. This person is a headache, y'all, because I don't even know how many times I, like, rub my head. This person is a headache. This could be a father figure, okay? Your baby father or a father figure. They have kids. It's giving father figure here. This could even just be saying this is somebody of head of household. This could also be somebody in a feminine and masculine energy. So don't forget that. But heavily on this being, though, a father figure, okay? So a baby father or a father figure, somebody who is like a father figure, somebody with kids, okay? I feel like this person is also looking for a father. I also feel like this person has daddy issues. Yes, it's just coming out. Expose it, spirit. Expose it, okay? They not playing right now. Somebody needs to hear this message. Yeah, this person could definitely have father issues, daddy issues, mommy issues even. But I'm getting daddy issues here. This person can even talk about their dad a lot, or what their dad did to them, or what their dad didn't do, right? I'm getting somebody who kind of gets into their addictions as well, and they start venting, okay? Again, like I said, trauma dumping, talking about their problems, their issues. Could even be about their dad, the father issues, or they've talked to you about their dad before, but somebody has daddy issues. And I feel like this is also what this person likes to talk about or dump their problems onto you. Or again, this person just struggles with that, and that's how they are who they are today, because they feel like maybe they didn't have a father in their life, or they didn't have a father in their life, okay? And it's just, it's just all making sense, okay? This person could be dealing with that, and that's another reason why this air sign is the way they are, okay? some of you guys, like I said, this could be a woman in masculine energy. Again, this could even be a woman air sign. This woman, she's looking for a dad, okay? She's looking for someone to take care of her. Or she's looking for something in a man that her father never gave her. But it's time for her to find that within herself. Because especially if someone is grown here, okay? If they're grown here, you know, it's nobody that can save you but yourself at the end of the day. So it's time to maybe start figuring out how you can grow past that, okay? Because nobody's gonna ever be your father. Nobody's gonna ever show up for you like you show up for yourself. Somebody here is, especially if you're this air sign, it may be time for you to just be the father to yourself that you never had, okay? But you can't expect men to be there for you like a father or give you what your father didn't give you, okay? It's just not gonna happen. It's just one of them things. Again, like, you're born alone. You gotta you gotta remember to, take care of yourself at the end of the day, because you come in this world alone. It's not like you're gonna have somebody to be there for you every step of the way. Or it's not like you're going to be able to look for what you need in other people, because it just shows that you're unhealed in some type of way. You got to show up healed, okay? And you having daddy issues or constantly talking about your dad, or, you're displaying behavior like you didn't have a father in your life. It's time to really, do what you got to do to learn so you can grow, so you don't have those type of issues, especially if you were somebody who want a relationship or you're in a relationship. It's just time to start teaching yourself. Yeah, well, Father, it's time to be your teacher. Teach yourself. Again, do what your father didn't do, which is maybe teaching yourself how to survive in the world. But you just can't expect a man or somebody to, because with being and father, somebody like this could be an air sign that's in a relationship, and it's like they're expecting their man to be their father. This can even be an air sign man expecting a woman to be his mother, and it just doesn't work like that. She would never be your mom. She's not supposed to be your mom or play your mom. It's time for you to be a grown man and just, be able to have that dependency on yourself and not your mom, or look for other people to be your mom, or look for your mom in people. It's giving dependent, okay? Somebody's dependent here. They depend on people. They depend on them emotionally. They depend on them financially. Take it how it resonates, but somebody depends on other people. And you would never feel happy and alive, to be honest, air sign, especially if I'm talking to you. Like I keep saying, this is given, like, it's specifically for an air sign, and whoever is dealing with the air sign, this is both your message. And I'm just getting, like, if you are the air sign, you gotta realize too, you will never be happy in life depending on people, because people gonna always be inconsistent. You're not gonna know, you're not gonna be, because it's impossible for people to even be dependable at times. So I'm just getting, like, yeah, at times people can be, but you depend on somebody else, it's like you will never have no happiness, because you will never know what somebody gonna bring at you today and then another day. You don't know what they, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know how a person is going to show up to you. So you expecting for them to bring you some type of happiness, baby, that happiness will never come, okay? It will never come. You got to find out genuinely what makes you happy and makes you feel alive. Even if that's going to go get you some, going to go take some, classes or do some lessons or something. Get into some hobbies, but you can't expect somebody to make you happy. That's also putting a burden on somebody that, especially again, if this is your partner, you're in a relationship, that's putting a burden on somebody. They got their own life, issues and things to deal with, and on top of that, you expect them to, like, constantly make you happy. And I'm sure as your partner, they try to show up, but expecting that, you will always be disappointed, and that's for somebody. What's going on? Somebody could also be dealing with, I'm just going to say what I see. That doesn't have to be everybody, but I am also getting with, like, somebody here, if you are dealing with the air sign, or you are the air sign, something about you could have a dad here that's trying to interfere in your relationship, okay? Whether this is your dad, a in-law, but somebody's dad is trying to interfere in your relationship. I feel like your dad feels entitled to your relationship or something. okay? That's for somebody that I don't get that being for everybody, but yeah, somebody could be having a father trying to feel entitled to like your relationship, or if he approve of your relationship or something. He could be trying to interfere or feel like that because he's your father he's entitled to like your relationship or who you date or something like that. Okay, yeah, this air sign is like a negative person. Okay, this is somebody who just has a negative mindset. Okay, they could just think very negative. That's something I already said. Yeah, card is just confirming now. That's when I know I'm about to close it out. But it's like somebody just is a negative person. They have a negative mindset. They can have a negative view on life in general. Okay, somebody does negative shit, like I said, trauma dumping, expecting people to do for them, could have dependency issues. Somebody's also untrustworthy here. They're entitled acting. Someone is also has addictions. Okay, I feel like they try to do things to disassociate, or they try to numb the pain so they don't have to feel it or face it. Okay, they run from their problems, something like that. Somebody, again, like we started off, of course, the small talk, small ideas. They don't open their horizons. They have the crab in the barrel mentality. Okay, I could go on and on. Something is very negative though about this person. This air sign could also have negative energy. Okay, and you could find this person this person could be a temptation for you. Yeah, and then with negative, I'm getting like this person could even be a negative influence on you. Okay, and we literally, this is just repeating itself. Like I said, you really need to pull back. With less is more. Remember, it's like you need to pull back your energy. I'm getting like you may have a hard time resisting this person or their temptation, but you need to resist this person. I don't care like how good they make something sound, how they try to warm you up, how they try to act like they got some good news or something to talk about, or how exciting or fun they could be, because maybe they're fun to be around, the times when they aren't on the stuff that they're on. But this person is negative. They have negative energy. They're also a negative influence with negative and addiction here. Okay, this person can even influence you to do drugs or drink. They could influence you to fall victim to addictions as well, because they have an addiction. Okay, so something about this person is a bad influence even. Okay, this person could also stalk you on the internet, or they're a stalker in general. Okay, some of you guys, they could also have a platform. This is also somebody who can't stay off the internet. Okay, they can't stay off the internet. This type of person, they can't stay off their phone. They're always on their phone. Phone is always in their face. Okay, they could doom scroll a lot, and I feel like they be watching negative shit, or they be online posting a lot of negative shit. You could just tell like the person has a negative mindset by the things that they post or whatever they post on their socials. This could even be somebody with a platform. The things on their platform, or they do content, the things they do content on is even negative. Okay, something about this person is negative. They have negative energy. I'm getting dark energy. They could have like vampire energy up. Yeah, like they could be a vampire, suck you this type of energy. They like to suck people's energy up, okay, as well. They like to suck your energy up. It's a reason why I said it's like this person, you have to pull back, because this person, it feels like they're entitled to trauma dump on you. And again, especially if you're the partner, it only makes sense. They just feel like you have to be there and you have to listen to them and all their bullshit, even when you're not interested, even when it has no interest for you. It's not going to help you grow in any type of way. It's not nothing, no shit you want to hear. But they feel like because you're their partner, you're supposed to be there for them or something. You're supposed to listen to them, make them feel better, or hear their sob story and find the solution for them. I'm really getting that energy, you guys, okay? But yeah, this person could also like stalk you online, okay, as well. Yeah, it's like this person could like could find themselves like constantly watching your page or something. They can't resist like watching you and stalking you as well, okay? this air sign, and then addicting again. So now it's really giving like this air sign has like an obsessive behavior even, okay? Clearly they can't stop doing something online, or they can't stop watching you or stalking you. And if they have addictions and things like that, which they do, it's here. But I'm saying like somebody has an addictive behavior, an obsessive behavior. And I just feel like this is a negative influence, and this is why this message had to come out, because whoever is dealing with this air sign, or if you are this air sign, it's some work you need to be doing. It's some, yeah, with catalyst, it's some work you need to be going. You need to be focusing on growth and how you can grow and be better than who you were and who you are, because this is not going to cut it, okay? And you're only getting older, okay? You're only getting older with old head here. And it's like the cross watcher, or whoever, you know, is associated with this air sign, or friends with this air sign, in a relationship or marriage with this air sign, your reason for hearing this message is like you need to, with less and more negative, it's time for you to really, even if you don't want to, even if you find this person tempting or interesting, or some of you guys, it's just obligation. You can even feel like you can't resist this person because of obligation. Like I said, this person could make you feel like you have to be there for them, or hold them down, or hear them out, hear their bullshit or something. Or you could, like I said, in general, you could just, or it's just like you don't mind it. Like I said, they could put that burden on you, I'm saying, because it's your partner or something. But your side of the message is that this is a negative influence, and you do need to pull back your energy, because I'm getting this is a succubus type of person. They're like an energy vampire, and this person is only gonna like suck you up to feel alive, bro. This shit is making way too much sense. But this person is only gonna suck you up, suck all the energy out of you, you know, place all their burdens and things on you so they could feel alive. You gotta be careful of people like this. This is even giving like a destiny swab. This is giving living through other people, okay? So they could live through you to feel alive. Something about this air sign, you know, is a negative influence as well, because they could literally use you, or, you know, be around you because you help them feel alive in some type of way, because they've been depending on you for this long, or looking for you for happiness or to feel better, or again making you feel obligated because you're with them, married to them. But this is the type of person that will use you for all your energy, you know, want you to be always around them, up under them, stuck up their ass, just to kind of use your energy to feel good. Be careful of people like that. You fuck around and become the one that's just living and not alive. This is how like negative their energy is, how it can negatively affect you, okay? And this is why spirit is like, you need to pull back your energy from this person. Less is more with this type of person, because they're only going to take advantage of you. They literally are feeding off of you to feel alive, to feel better, to feel good. It's not coming from a place where they have done the work and growth and everything. It's like their destiny, so they're using someone else's energy for themselves. And you can even do that through sex. Like I said, addictions. This person can even have like a sex addiction or something, a sex demon on them. But they using you to feel alive. And that's how my day dissolved. That's like the biggest catcher of this whole reading this message. Somebody's doing this to feel alive. You going through you to feel alive. They're associating themselves with you, or, you know, they're making y'all relationship, which I have, you know, based around you making them feel alive, because this is somebody who's really going through shit. This is somebody who hasn't really woke up, or hasn't really did the growth that they need to. So they depend on you to get that, okay? To feel alive, okay? So be careful with people like this. Again, you love who you love, you be around who you want to be around, but it's always important to make sure you are pulling back your energy when things are like giving off that when things are, you know, negatively starting to like influence you or your life in some type of way, okay? And that's you trying to sacrifice or be there for somebody else, and again, so they can be alive. So you make sure you pull back and limit access when necessary when dealing with these type of people, okay? 444 could be significant. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I will see y'all in the next one.